Are we live? Hello! So it's Monday morning. It's very early on Monday morning. It's 8 AM. I hope you had a good weekend and I hope you're going to have a good week. Let's have a good week. Today we're playing Dragon Age some more. Still having trouble with Tomb Raider and alas playing Dragon Age. So today I was going to just have a nice relaxed stream and do some like side quests and stuff and gain a bunch of power because we have two quite big quests coming up. We have Here Lies the Abyss, which is the one that we started last time, and also Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts and Wicked Eyes, something with the word wicked in it, and that's the one with Empress Celine. So we have those two to do. One requires 20 power and the other requires 30. We've currently got 18, as you can see. So I figured I'd just spend this stream acquiring a lot of power, as much as possible. And then in the next stream, which will be on Saturday, I might do Here Lies the Abyss. I might actually complete that quest next week. So we're probably going to... We're currently in... Let me go... We're currently in the Western Approach, which is where we finished off last time. So I was going to do a few quests here, and then I was going to go back to Skyhold for a little bit, and speak to our companions, and maybe do a few things there, and then maybe go somewhere else. Maybe go somewhere new and do some more little quests, just to get things done, just to get a whole bunch of power, so that Saturday will be more exciting. So I hope nobody minds this being the plan. Thought it would be a nice thing to do. We're currently looking for a camp, which you can see on the map here. So we're going to go and get this camp, and then we have a whole bunch of research supplies which we need to give to this guy called Frederick. I think he's called Frederick. So let's see if I can make my way around to where this camp is. And when we get there, I might pick up Cole. We might change our party for a little bit, because Cole hasn't been anywhere yet, and I feel like we should bring him for a little bit of a walk. Although not for very long, because Cole is possibly going to be the companion that we use least, I would think, in this game. Just because he is a dual-wield rogue, and my Inquisitor is a dual-wield rogue. And there's not really much of a call for two of those in one party of 4. So, sorry Cole. You're not going to get much of a walkabout this campaign. Yay! Let's make ourselves a camp. I wonder if there's any requisitions we can get that we can fill. Let's have a look. Let's find inspect requisitions. Anything? Oh, there's 2 we can do. Anti-venom and cave spider study. That's because of all those spiders we found last time, I guess. Let's do the anti-venom. That would be cool. Craft. Now we don't have enough for the other one. Oh, Western Approach Geological Survey. Let's do that one. We might already have the 20 power we need, and we've only just started. One power. Right, so let's go speak to the requisition officer and get some more.
This might interest you, sir.
Yes, please. Let's have another one.
What is it? This could help us.
Let's see. Do we have enough stuff for it? No, we don't. We need some quillback leather and phoenix scales. So, let's change our party if we can. Just for a little bit. Change party. So, maybe, because let's think about this. If we have Cole and me, we're going to be a bit, we're going to have 3 melee, aren't we, and 1 mage. Let's not do this for very long. Right, let's have Cole. And then we'll need a warrior, so let's have Cassandra, and we'll need a mage, so let's take Solus, because I feel like that would be good with Cole in the party to have Solus. So we've only got 1 ranged attacker at the minute, so let's not do anything too important with this party, but still, I want to take Cole out for a bit of a spin because he's just been in Skyhold for ages. There we go. And everybody can level up. Perfect. Let's do that before we go and find Frederick. Ooh, Cole. 12 points to spend. Assassin. Hidden Blades. Let's do that one. Let's do a bunch of assassin things. Knockout Bomb. Cloak of Shadows. That's good, I like that one. Let's apply those. And then let's do some things with the daggers. Ripping Fangs. Twin Fangs. Dance of Death. What else should we do? 4 points left. What else shall we get? Something here. Poisoned weapons. Fighting dirty. Explosive toxin, that sounds fun. And toxic cloud. Let's do that. And then let's save quickly. Perfect. So let's get this landmark since we're here. Which I believe is... must be down. Must be below us. Let's just jump. There we go. Oh, I've done Cole, but I haven't done Cassandra and Solus. That was silly. Griffin Wing Monument. In honour of the Wings of Adamant, the brave griffins who gave their lives in service to keep the Blight at bay, in war, victory, in peace, vigilance, in death, sacrifice. Okay, now let's level up Cassandra and Varric, because I have a bad short-term memory, apparently, and decided to just level up Cole. Templar, Cassandra. Cassandra has some new things. Ooh, Champions of the Just. Perfect. Two rallying things. Let's do that one. And then Solus has Rift Mage stuff. Let's do some things there. Years spent studying the Fade have given Solus the ability to manipulate its energies in unpredictable ways. He can pull matter from the Fade and even twist the Veil into a weapon to hamper his opponents. I want that one. Veil Strike. That's fun. Stone Fist. I love Stone Fist. Let's go with Stone Fist. Encircling Veil. Yes. Good. Let's do that. And now let's save again. Perfect. And now I think we want to do Frederick. We need to find Frederick, so let's find Frederick. I believe he's going to be like right in front of us. The Researcher.
Visitors? Thank the Maker. It's been so long since I've spoken to anyone. Have you come to observe the wildlife too?
Not quite.
I think I found your supplies. A dead man out in the desert had these on him.
Dead? Blessed Andraste. What about Marcus or Jeannette? This is terrible news. I am Frédéric of Serrault, foremost researcher of draconology in Orlais. I came here with an expedition from the university. But the others are all missing, and our work has been halted. White Claw raiders have made off with much of our supplies. You will help me reclaim the equipment, will you not?
Thought
you
I
will
just
champion
had.
the advancement of science.
I found your supplies.
I have the supplies you were waiting for right here.
Now that I have my recipes back, I'll be able to concoct a bait the High Dragon cannot resist.
Yay.
I have most of what I need, but I still need to gather quillback intestines and a phoenix's tail feather.
Tell me more about dragons.
You study dragons. I'd be interested in hearing more about that.
Oh, they are fascinating and little understood creatures, thought extinct for centuries. Now they seem to be making a comeback. The Nevarans wrote extensively on breeding and nesting behavior, but high dragon hunting patterns have never been studied. I would be most interested if you come across any Gurn corpses that might
Didn't
be
we
victims of
attack a
dragon
Gurn
attacks.
yesterday? We might already have some of these things that you need. Are you safe out here?
The rest of your team went missing, and there are raiders all over the area. Should you be here alone?
I don't know what happened to the rest of the expedition, but the raiders have left me completely undisturbed. I have also seen Grey Wardens and strangers in odd black clothing.
We have seen them as well.
But they all ignore my presence completely.
Anything else we should ask? Nah.
We'll have to speak some other time.
Find a phoenix.
Why would the bandits leave a scholar alone?
Why indeed? Right. Let's have a look. So we have things to do. Gather quillback intestines. And a phoenix tail feather. Should we do this for a bit? But we have an exclamation mark, which is...
Of course, Duran's theory of high dragon behavior is absurd, but... Oh. Yes? Did you need something?
Do I need something?
You're a scholar. What can you tell me about this region?
The Western Approach is a remarkable place, as you are no doubt aware. Many magnificent creatures make their home here. Vargists, dragons, phoenixes. They thrive where few others can. The land was poisoned by the Second Blight. The Warden Fortress has stood since that time. Before the Blight, the ancient Imperium ruled here. Actually, I saw some Tevinters recently. Studying the runes, perhaps.
Yes, I'm sure that's what they were doing. Tell me about yourself.
Tell me about yourself.
We have an exclamation mark. I don't know why.
I am a professor at the University of Orlais. I have made it my life's work to write the definitive monograph on the hunting habits of dragons and their closest kin. On this trip alone, I have produced 20 scrolls of notes. More scholarship than has ever been done on the Southern Vargest. But my hope, my great ambition, is to observe the abyssal high dragon taking her prey. A sight no scholar has ever recorded.
Okay, I must go.
We'll have to speak some other time.
Right. Let's see if there's a camp nearer where we're going. There is a camp nearer to where we're going. So let's go to it. Nope. We haven't been there yet. My bad. We could follow the Chantry Trail as well. Let's just hang out here for now, but then we'll probably go back to Skyhold soon. I'm not sure if we're going to stay on this route for ages. Capture the keep. Assault on Griffin Wing Keep. Back to the map. I want to capture a keep. Let's see if we can find it. Yes, let's do that one. So if we start along this route, then it looks like we'll end up there anyway. So maybe let's do that. Let's stay in the Western Approach for a little bit. If we can. Have we been to this one yet? Doesn't look like it. Oh, we have.
We should look around.
I think you are right, Cole. Examine.
These should certainly get a dragon's attention.
Dragon signs. Let's claim. Right, Lamar Tower. Senior Warden Lamar, hero of the Second Battle of Forward Pass, held back 3 charges of Darkspawn during the critical long night of the Second Blight and lost her life in service to Thedas from the Grey Warden archives at Weishaupt. Let's look through here. We're gonna have some more. Oh, shards. We need shards. That's good if we can get some shards on the way. While we're out and about. Because we need them for Salasan. So we can open some of those doors, because we only opened one of the 3 doors there. Great! Looks like we've got a lot we can do here. Ideally, I don't want to run into a dragon, though. That would be bad. What have we here? There we go. Another dragon sign. Let's see what we can find. Oh, we have something over here. Oh, it might be the shard. Collect shard. Perfect. Oh, so now we have... Now if we go back to Salasan, we'll be able to unlock that second door. That would be cool. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. No, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. That's better. Here's that bit that I can't get to yet because it's all... Maybe I need to go back to Skyhold before I can do some of this stuff. This looks like it might be that keep I'm supposed to be going to, though. Maybe we could leave Frederick's supplies for later and do this keep. Let's see. Dust plains. Looks to be so much stuff to do. Right, let's claim this. Tessero Tower. Warden Commander Tessero, slayer of over 100 genlocks, gave her life in defense of the Abyssal Rift at the start of the long night of the Second Blight from the Grey Warden archives at Weishaupt. Maybe I'll make the Griffin keep thing. Maybe I'll make that the current quest. Because I feel like it'd be more fun than just wandering around searching for people's, well, searching for feathers and things. We're doing a really good job of finding all these dragon signs, despite it not being the quest that we're trying. Let's test out our party on some actual enemies. Be interested to know how this goes, because it'll be the first time this game that we've had 3 melee people. not sure it's going to be very successful. Oh, that's Cassandra doing her thing. Help me up, help me up. Yay. So it's just standing under the rift. Perfect. Right, let's...
So, Seeker, your Inquisition grows.
It was never my Inquisition,
more
Solas.
power.
You did the brutal, thankless work of putting the wheels in motion. Do you feel no regret at letting that power pass to another?
I do not always agree with the Inquisitor, but I know well that I am also not always right. Whatever regrets I have, I will endure. The world needs a leader.
You surprise me again, Seeker.
Your opinion of me must be very low for me to surprise you so often.
Not low, but realistic. Very few,
Just let them
however
finish
honorable,
talking.
release power they have won.
There we go. So, it looks like we found a way into the keep, and we require Solus. And what can we do? There we go. Whoops. Could have gone the other way. Would have been a lot easier, never mind. Light. Yes, please. It's quite dark in here. Light. Ooh. There's so much stuff here. Lots of serpent stone. Wonder if that's good for crafting. Claim. Yes, please. The old well. This ancient cistern stinks like rotting meat. And now climb. Ooh, this is fun. I've not come this way before. Whoa. We're just like here. Already. We didn't even have to come through the door. Let's attack this one. Let's go back towards here. What can we... There we are. There's some more. I'll attack this archer. We don't want the archer. Ooh, should we go up here? Oh, another one. There's gonna be so many. I would like to go up here, please. Where are they? I need some more people. To fight. Ooh, loot. Maybe we'll just go back down again. That was a fool's errand. Never mind. Where can we go now? I guess we'll go this way because that's the way that I saw the people running.
Shall we knock?
Meet them!
Gladly.
Them!
The warrior!
You see that bridge fall down? That's exciting. Look at that. That was fun. Where should we go now? Up, I guess.
We serve, Inquisitor, in life and in death.
Maybe I should go. Maybe I should go up, because otherwise it's only Solus who's attacking the people up here. Loot. Whoops. Excuse me. Let's get this one. Ow. Oh no, I'm all... Right, let's get Cole to help the Inquisitor. Since nobody seems to want to attack him. That could have gone worse. Considering how unbalanced the party is. Right, we want to go this way. It looks like it's over the edge. Maybe we can't do that now. Jump. Let's go this way.
Here, Inquisitor! I am ready to serve!
Oh dear.
Life is nothing! He will run!
So many. Mages first. I'm gonna go for this archer over here. Don't run away from me. Woohoo!
We should bring in our forces to occupy the castle.
Good plan. Considering, that didn't go too badly. Yay. Right, so we want to place the flag. We have a new keep. Maybe now is the time to go to Skyhold and then go somewhere else. It's nice, I like it. And I saw, I think, an ocularium, or whatever it's called,
Inquisitor.
Astrarium.
You're early.
Ooh.
We've barely been set up a week.
Hello.
I have a patrol out at the moment. Some of the men cited darkspawn in the area. I have reports that bandits have taken up squatting in the fortress the wardens abandoned.
Or we could stay here
We're
and do
reasonably
some
well
things.
entrenched here, but the keep's water supply has been problematic. It's causing delays. I'll prepare the troops for inspection at once.
What's this about bandits?
Report. What's the situation in the Warden's fortress?
Bandits moved in. Worse than quillbacks, if you ask me. They're holed up in there and using it as a base to strike at our supply caravans. Blasted scavengers.
And the water supply?
What's wrong with the water supply?
The fort's well is full of garbage. Blasted Venatori threw corpses in there. There's an oasis nearby, but a Vargast claimed it. Doing a decent job of keeping us away, too. 4 soldiers have already fallen to venom and claws. We'll need reinforcements to drive the monster out.
The Darkspawn?
What can you tell me about the Darkspawn in the area?
The Darkspawn seem to have emerged since we took the keep. I've warned the troops not to engage unless absolutely necessary. We don't need a blight in the ranks. We have to find whatever hole the monsters came from and seal it.
Questions?
We haven't met, have we? What's your name, soldier? Where have you served?
I beg your pardon, Inquisitor. Knight Captain Rylan at your
Hello,
service.
Rylan.
I served with the Templars in Starkhaven until they all ran off to the hills, barking at the moon. Commander Cullen offered me a job, and I was glad to do anything to help stop all this madness.
Okay.
Carry on, Captain.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Looks like we've got, 5 power. Right, let's do this. Astrarium. Can never remember what they're called. Astrarium. We've already done 1. Oh, okay. Hopefully this won't take forever. So let's think about this. So if we start here. That's definitely right. But then we need to go... What do we need to do? Okay, I think I... Restart. Let's start over here. Let's go here. And go around this bit. Yeah, go around. And then make this little triangle. And then put this final one in. Yay! What's that? Toth. The only constellation to maintain its ancient name in the present day, the constellation Toth directly corresponds to the ancient Tevinter old god known as Toth, the Dragon of Fire. The depiction of this constellation varies, usually represented either as a man of flame, in agony, presumably a victim of the old god, or as a flaming orb. Scholars in the Divine Age attempted to officially change the nomenclature to Ignifir. This is why some old texts record it as such, but the attempt never caught on, even after the eradication of old god worship in the Imperium. There we go, so it was a man of flame. Let's climb down. I'm having real trouble climbing down. There we go. That was weird. Anything else we can do? We can craft things. Let's save that till later. Let's look at the map. Right, what can we do? Search for more signs of Darkspawn. I don't really fancy searching. Which one's the one that they're currently on? Fortress Squatters. Maybe we'll just do the one that we're already on. That might work. If there's a camp nearby, and then we can travel there. But first there's a shop. I think there's a if I can, I would like... No, it's outside. Outside the keep. Let's just travel. Let's go to this camp. And then let's clear out those people. Clear out the bandits. This way it looks like. we should go round. It's probably a better option instead of just jumping off this edge of the cliff. Too impatient. Oop, let's get this deep mushroom. Iska's stand. That's where the wardens were. Let's walk around it. Although it looks more like we want to go directly across there. Ah, promising. This is promising. Right. Oh, have we already done the quest? Maybe let's have a look and see. There's not really much else I fancy doing at the minute. We can do it later, but I don't fancy searching for things. There's an awful lot of searching for things that needs done. Maybe we should open that second door. That would be a good time to do that, wouldn't it? Where was it? It was here. Now we just need to work out where it is. Right. So, which camp should we go to? Guess it'll have to be that camp. Hope for the best. This is where I get lost. But let's go open that door and then go back to Skyhold. And go somewhere new. Woo! Yes. Hello. Let's go to Solasan. If I can find it. Because I always get lost. Let's get the Blood Lotus first. If I remember correctly, there is like a spiral mine which goes upwards. Oh! Shall we attack a giant? I've not attacked a giant before. Ow. This is apparently the thing we're doing. This is terrifying. I am very excited for Dragon Age 4. It's going to be ages, but I am very excited. Are you? We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Good looking stuff. you when you won't stand there. We will get big giants. Yay! Woohoo! I've reached level 11. That was a surprise for there to just suddenly be a giant. Look at all this stuff we get. So many things. Take ore. And I get to level up as well. I definitely am after all of the DLCs and ending for Inquisition. I hope that we get a romanceable dwarf though, that would be cool. But yeah, it's true. Inquisition was the end of Inquisition was so good, and I'm definitely excited to see where they go. Let me level up quick. Oh, apparently there's something around here. Okay. Let me level up now. Oh, I could finish this. I have all of the double daggers stuff now. Or at least the standard stuff. I haven't improved them. Oh, I'm doing a Nightmare run currently and hoping we get DA2 on Xbox One. Oh, cool. I'm just on, like, the casual. I'm just on casual. Because I'm pretty lazy. And I tend to just go for, like, plot and character stuff. Where are these? Are they up? If they're up top, I can't do anything, so I'm just going to go in here. Is this the spiral mine? Yes, we're going up and we're going round in a circle, so that must be right. But that sounds fun. Your Nightmare run sounds fun. What's your Inquisitor like? What class and race? I've got Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2 on PC, which is great, but I was hoping to stream them before I started streaming Inquisition, but I couldn't because I can't stream on my laptop. So that was kind of a shame, because I would have liked to have streamed them. If I remember correctly, I just sort of dropped down here. Ah. Jump. Jump. Don't run away from me. Wow, 80 hours in. That's pretty, marathonic. Server Romance. I've never done a Server Romance, but that sounds cool.
Venatori. I suppose it was only a matter of time.
Ooh, Kunari. That's good. That sounds good. I've only been a Kunari once before. In fact, the game I was playing before I was playing this one, I was a Kunari. But now I'm back to being an elf. Right. I think that's all the loot. Is that all the loot? Apart from this, which for some reason I haven't noticed before. How many hours in am I? Let's have a look. Only 20 hours in. I'm never doing it again. Elf is my favourite race and Kunari don't have good helmets. It's true. Yeah, I must admit that Kunari was my least favourite playthrough so far. I've not been a dwarf yet though. Oddly. Not sure why I've not been a dwarf yet. Maybe in the next playthrough I should be a dwarf. Shall we do this one? Let's do this door, just since it's the second one along. Yay! I just need to get loads more shards. This is the first time that I've actually spent time doing these doors. I've never done the doors before. Ooh, I'm level 22 and still haven't gone to Forbidden Oasis or done Wicked Eyes or In Your Heart Shall Burn yet. So really OP story-wise. Cool. Yeah, I haven't done Wicked Eyes yet. Cold Resistance, perfect. Yeah, I've done In Your Heart Shall Burn. The next thing I'm going to be doing is Abyss. That's the next thing I'm up to. But now I'm just like, this stream is just for gaining power, really, because the next things I want to do is Abyss and Wicked Eyes. How is Dual Wield Rogue? Good. I quite like being a Dual Wield Rogue. I prefer it in Dragon Age 2 to here. It just, the combat just looks better, I think, in Dragon Age 2, to me, to my eyes. It was just more fun to play, but I quite like it. I pretty much went for it just because I wanted to, because I was streaming, I wanted to be like up close to the action, so that's kind of why I decided to be a dual wield rogue. And if I am going to be like melee, I'd prefer to be a rogue to a warrior, just because of the whole benefits to being a rogue in terms of like being able to get through doors and stuff. That's my that's my very expert opinion. But I quite like dual wield rogue. If I'm going to be a rogue, I'm always a dual wield rogue. Let's go to Skyhold. Because we don't have enough shards to do this. Ah, you meant Abyss, not In Your Heart Shall Burn. Okay, cool. Mage felt really powerful in Origins. I was a mage in Origins. Yeah, it was really powerful. That's why I'm hoping more powerful magic and better blood mage. Longer hair and dual-wielded one-handed swords again. Cool. Yeah, that would be good. That would be good. Fingers crossed for lots of more choice and options in Dragon Age 4. Skyhold. We've got to get ourselves a specialism, I think. Probably just going to have a few minutes speaking to the companions, and those specialists have just arrived, so I should probably talk to them. I've only got a specialism once though, I think. Normally I kind of forget, or just because I'm not a big fan of searching for stuff. You kind of have to do a lot of searching. Thanks for the follow. Welcome. Right, where will they be? There they will be. Speak to the trainers. But we can talk to people on the way, I think. Let's talk to people on the way. So it's not just like an endless... Let's break up all of the...
The spiderwebs help stop the bleeding, and they...
Cassandra, let's speak to you.
prevent wounds from getting infected. Gather as many as you can.
Oh, a thing. Favorite romance?
Something in particular you require?
Am I intruding? Let's be real nice to Cassandra.
I see I'm intruding.
Because she's
I'll
a
be
bit
on my way.
mad at us.
No, wait. We saw so many Red Templars at the assault on Haven. Perhaps all that was left of the Order. What we didn't see was Lord Seeker Lucius. Indeed, I've seen no hint of any Seekers amongst the Red Templars, or anywhere. I have a growing suspicion Corypheus has imprisoned them.
Why imprisoned? He could just as easily have killed them.
Not easily. But yes, they may be dead. But the Seekers began this war against the mages. They cannot have simply vanished. There must be a trail we can follow, yet so far I have only discovered hints.
What if they're infected?
But they could have ended up just like the Red Templars.
Seekers do not use lyrium. I assume Corypheus gained control of the Templars by corrupting the lyrium they were already taking. To do the same to a Seeker, you'd have to force the lyrium upon him. That may be what happened, but it couldn't have begun that way. We're missing a piece of the puzzle, Inquisitor. I need to find it.
Okay, this is important to you.
Finding them obviously means a lot to
Approval
you.
from Cassandra.
I don't
Yay.
expect you to understand. I cannot even claim that rescuing them would be beneficial.
I feel
they
like we
wouldn't
should
look
do
kindly
this.
on the Inquisition.
At some point.
But even so, if there's a chance,
Okay.
if we can spare resources to follow up on these leads, Inquisitor, I would appreciate it.
Anyway, sorry, to answer your question. Favourite romance. I like Dorian's romance, although obviously that's not what I'm going to be going with this time, because
Thanks for
I'm
coming.
female. Oh,
You did well,
now
Varric.
Varric is talking, so...
The Inquisitor is just who we need.
Oh, it's been great. Murderous wardens, archdemon attacks, plenty of blood mages and crazy Templars. Just like home.
I know how much you hated leaving Kirkwall.
This is the ass end of Thedas. You know they eat snails here? Still, I think I need to finish this out. If it weren't for me and Bartrand, none of this would have happened. So much for changing our lives.
That's what happens when you try to change things. Things change. You can't always control how.
And sorry to continue. I guess not going into spoilers, but I kind of like the Solar's romance just because of all of the drama. But let's not go into that too much. But I haven't done all of the romances, so I'm maybe not the best. This is probably not the best answer because I don't have all of them to compare.
I tracked the Wardens to Adamant Fortress, Inquisitor. Your specialists have my full report.
Thank you, Hawk. Right, looks like I'm not going to have to speak to Varric because he's... I guess I'll speak to Josephine since I'm just randomly here.
He spent his life in the Serp.
Gosh, lots of
And what else did Lady
cutscenes.
Forsythia say? That she'd rather drown herself than help the Inquisition.
Anything else?
She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother.
That does sound like her.
Cheer up, Josie. We at least have her attention.
You always do find the brighter side of things. We are in the midst of cementing an alliance with Lady Forsythia of Nivara, your worship. It's become a somewhat delicate task.
Or a dangerous one.
Should I post more guards outside your room?
That should be unnecessary, Inquisitor. I dissuaded her from sending soldiers when she learned we'd struck an accord with a brother she's feuding with. Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
I hope it doesn't wear on you.
Dealing with so many demanding,
We like
strong-willed
Josephine,
people
let's be
can't be
nice.
easy.
It's no less intense than my days at court, Inquisitor, I assure you. But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Antiva. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
Discuss them with me.
I have time if you'd like to review things with me.
I wouldn't wish to impose.
No, impose.
If it were imposing,
impose.
I wouldn't have offered.
Well, I admit there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss. Right on the parlor floor, in front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
And then there's Cole's lurking. It frightens our guests half to death. Lord Jennar still won't respond to our letters. And Sarah, can she not find a single overshirt with that mustard taint on it? Then there's Dorian. The man refuses to take anything seriously unless it suits his whim. Not to mention... Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
I didn't think about it.
It went by so quickly, I didn't even notice.
You're far too polite. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
I think you're invaluable.
No one else here has your experience, Josephine. Or your stories.
I'll try to curtail their length next time. But I leave feeling less troubled than I have in weeks.
Yay. Gosh, I'm glad we're talking to the characters in this trip to Skyhold, because we're getting all sorts of cutscenes happening. Yeah, only done Cassandra and working on Sarah. Oh, great. What's Cassandra like as a romance? I've not romanced Cassandra before. I think I've read that there's an awful lot of tasks you need to do in order to romance Cassandra. Is that right? I've romanced Cullen, Iron Bull, Dorian, Solus. I think that's it. Right. We're just travelling all over the castle. It's very difficult to do people in any sort of order when every time you speak to somebody you just end up somewhere else. Have to find her poetry, flowers and candles. Ah, okay. I think that must be what I'm thinking of.
Better and better. What can't we do in a place like this?
What indeed? Now let's get rid of some stuff. Sell. Wow, we've got so much.
This is where a smith should be.
This is where a smith should be. Inventory. I should probably see if there's any better weapons for people. Just very quickly. Ooh, we have a great axe for Cassandra. Pretty. Let's give Cassandra an axe. And is there a better shield? There is a better shield. Perfect. Templar Commander shield. Sarah has the best bow already. Dorian has the best staff. Blackwell, he can have the Templar's first sword, I guess. And shield-wise, I guess he can have this Tevinter shield. Cole, daggers. Ooh, we can have this dagger over here. And then we've got the best daggers. Vivienne. I think, let's see what Solus has first. Let's give Solus this one, since I will travel with him more. And then Vivienne can have this one. Varric, well, we're never going to get rid of Bianca, so... what else? That's probably the best we can do. And armor-wise... Ooh, I can get a better helmet than the one that I made for myself. Let's do that. And give Cassandra the Warden helmet since she has the shield. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. Give Cassandra... that armor. That armor looks nice. But this seems more Cassandra-y, so let's give her that one. Sarah is fine. No, Sarah is here. But I still think she's probably fine. No, let's change it. Let's change it! Dorian. Blackwell. Give him that one. Ooh, look at that cowl. Beautiful. Cole. I'm not going to change Cole's hat. That would be weird. Nor am I going to change Vivienne's. Solus doesn't have a helmet yet, so we'll give him the absorbing one, which I made. And then Varric can have a better helmet. And armor-wise, just 1 point more for that armor. And then Iron Bull. Ooh, crumbs. That looks weird on Bull. Let's stick with what he's got. And then I think everybody's got... Oh no, everybody hasn't got accessories. Bull's right there without a... Kitty's collar, what's that do? Damage resistance. Well, he will be in the thick of things, so maybe that's a good one for Iron Bull to have. Anybody else without... Dorian needs a ring. But there isn't one that he can have. Nor for Blackwell. Ooh, Cole has nothing. Belt of cold resistance. Vivienne hasn't got much either. But then I don't really travel with Vivienne. Be better to give Sola some stuff. Enhanced Amulet of Magic. Let's do that. Nope. Okay. Now let's just quickly put some stuff in the chest. And then we'll go. Right. Inventory. What do we not need? Don't need that. Keep that just in case. Get rid of that. And that. Don't need all of these staves. We don't need so many knives, longbow wise. Let's quickly get rid of, there we go. So 25 of 75, that's good for going forward. Okay, let's go back upstairs. So who do we need to speak to? Solus, I guess, will be next, unless Varric's moved. Is there anybody to... Nobody to judge. Okay, let's go speak to Solus quickly. Oh, Varric's back.
Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
What is he?
You said he was a Darkspawn, or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry tale.
It's not that bad.
Honestly, I'd rather fight an ancient Darkspawn with a pet archdemon than deal with that hole in the sky. At least you can kill Darkspawn.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
How did you find the prison?
How did you and Hawke even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawke. He actually got control of an entire Carter clan. Made them drink Darkspawn blood. Weird shit. We tracked the Carter to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawke's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
Cool. We'll find a way to kill him.
There has to be a way to defeat Corypheus. We'll find it. Don't worry.
I hope you're right. Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
This isn't your fault.
You had nothing to do with this, Varric.
Ooh, approval.
I was the one who led Hawke to Corypheus. If I hadn't tracked the Carter to that ruin. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry.
No,
Just let me know when you want something shot.
Okay. I think everybody we've spoke to has led to a cutscene so far. Where's Solus? Here's Solus.
We must stop the Wardens from carrying out this insane plan, Inquisitor. To seek out these old gods deliberately in some bizarre attempt to preempt the Blight.
Let's go with this one, I guess.
They won't succeed. We're going to stop them together.
Thank you. I've been on my own for so long. It's difficult to get used to having the support of others. Those fools and duty. Responsibility is not expertise. Action is not inherently superior to inaction. Forgive me. The entire idea is unnerving.
Okay. Well, we got approval, so that's something. Now, which way leads to Dorian? I always go the wrong way. Oh, good. Dorian.
Anything interesting?
A letter regarding Felix, Alexius's son. He went to the Magisterium, stood on the Senate floor and told them of you. A glowing testimonial, I'm informed. No news on the reaction, but everyone back home is talking. Felix always was as good as his word.
Was?
He's dead.
Oh no.
The Blight caught up with him.
I'm sorry.
Are you alright?
He was ill,
Approval.
thus on borrowed time anyhow.
That doesn't mean you can't regret his death.
I know. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working late in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
Were you involved?
Were the two of you...
Felix and I? What an odd question. No, I had no intention of abusing Alexius's hospitality by seducing his son. Not that I've been proper my whole life, by any means. It wasn't like that. Even in illness, Felix was the best of us. With him around, you knew things could be better.
What about yourself?
You make it sound like he was a better person than you.
What a mad thing to say. Few people are better than I. Very well, a better person, clearly, not nearly as handsome. Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around Thedas.
Yay! I love Dorian, he's the best. Right, do we have anything to turn in? I think I might have just sold everything. Oops! Let's speak to Liliana quickly.
Your open support for the mages likely earned you enemies. Our agents will monitor the situation. If the most opposed can be identified, we may still turn this to our advantage.
No killing?
You're not planning assassinations, are you?
I was planning to unleash Josephine on them. She kills with kindness. Regardless, I applaud you for the courage to stand up for the mages.
Okay. Any updates?
Anything I should know?
Our agent stationed near Adamant reports strange sounds. Curious lights around the fortress. At least 2 scouts have gone missing. We must make our move, and quickly.
Something going on with Liliana's leg here.
I'll leave you to your work.
Right. There's an exclamation mark here, so I feel like we should go back downstairs and see what it is. Right. Mother Giselle.
There is something My Lady Inquisitor, it's good of you to speak with me.
Okay.
I have news regarding one of your companions, the Winter.
Don't like him, do you?
Is that a note of distaste I detect, Mother Giselle?
I admit his presence here makes me uncomfortable, Inquisitor, but my feelings are of no importance. I have been in contact with his family. House Pavas, out of Carenas. Are you familiar with them?
They're not on good terms.
He's mentioned his family. They don't appear to be on good terms.
Yes. I believe you're correct. The family sent a letter describing the estrangement from their son and pleading for my aid. They've asked to arrange a meeting quietly without telling him. They fear it's the only way he'll come. Since you seem to be on good terms with the young man, I'd hoped...
What shall we... What kind of meeting?
Just what kind of meeting do they have in mind?
I believe they just want to talk, to understand why Dorian felt he had to come here. Somewhere private, away from Skyhold, but not in Winter. You make them nervous, I think. They don't understand why he's here with the Inquisition. They want him to come home.
And if he doesn't agree?
What happens if Dorian doesn't agree?
Hopefully that will be the end of it. If not, well, that's why you should be there.
I'm not going to trick him.
If you think I'm going to trick Dorian into meeting his family...
I feared you might say that. The family will send a retainer to meet the young man at the Red Cliff Tavern, to take him onward. If he truly does not wish this reunion, he can always end the matter there. I pray you change your mind, Inquisitor. Perhaps their letter will persuade you. If there is any chance of success in this, it behooves us to act.
Official-looking letter. Your Reverence, I understand that you feel inadequate to the task of bringing Dorian to a secret meeting. Even in the asking, I find it difficult to believe myself. Considering my son has rebuffed all contact, this is the only way. I know him. He would be too proud to come if he knew, even just to talk. That is all we wish to do. The thought of Dorian in the south placing himself in the path of such danger alarms us more than I can express. If this somehow succeeds, we have a family retainer at the Vandral Hills watching for Dorian's arrival. He will bring the boy to us somewhere private. If Dorian utterly refuses to go with him, it ends there. And there is nothing we can do. We are at our wits' end. Graciously yours, Magister Howard of House Parvis. So, let's go to Dorian, I guess. Wrong way. Let's save, maybe. Let's quickly save. We had a weird... blip there with the game. Dorian. Let's speak to Dorian.
They tell me you sent Alexius back into the prisons. Seems a waste to rot away in a cell like that. He was a good man once. Maybe it will give him time to think. But with Felix gone, I doubt it.
Your father sent a letter. I am going to tell him.
Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Not quite. It's from your father.
From my father? I see. And what does Magister Hallward want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter.
I know my son? What my father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. This is so typical. I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
Would he do that?
You think your father would actually do that?
No, although I wouldn't put it past him. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called
like we're
family
going.
retainer. If it's a trap, we escape and kill everyone. You're good at that. If it's not, I send the man back to my father with a message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
Let's go.
Let's go meet this retainer then.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed. We'll find out soon enough.
Okay, bring Dorian to the Gull and Lantern.
I can't believe my father's gall. Of course, he couldn't come here to Skyhold. No, that would be too much. But contacting some southern cleric on the sly, much wiser. If this is some
have to do
Venatori
it from the
connivance, I will be utterly disappointed.
Okay, maybe I'll do it from
I
the
should
map.
go.
Here I thought we were just getting to the good part.
Okay. Let's see if I can get to the Gull and Lantern. How do I get to the Gull and Lantern? Bring Dorian to the Gull and Lantern. But where is the Gull and Lantern? Well, that could have been better. Why can't I get to the Gull and Lantern?
What's on your mind?
Tell me about Alexius.
You said Alexius was a mentor of yours.
He was my patron, sponsoring me to the higher levels of the Circle of Magi. In return, my successes were his. I had a lot of successes, naturally. Alexius was most pleased. He and I used to talk over brandy about the corruption, how we could one day make real change in the Imperium. And then he gave up. He stopped trying.
Why?
Why did he give up?
On a journey to Hosburg, a Darkspawn raid killed his wife and sickened his son. I remember hearing the news. He hadn't been there, you see. Alexius was convinced he could have protected them. The guilt tore him up. I helped him with his research for a while, and then we drifted apart.
I'm sorry.
That must have been difficult.
Approval.
Back then, I was furious. I told him to snap out of it, move on. I thought I had all the answers. Later, I regretted my hasty words. But we didn't speak again until he approached me for the Venatori. Too much pride, I suppose. Plus, I was busy drinking. One must have priorities.
1 second. Right, did you miss him?
Was it hard being away from him?
It was hard not having a patron, yes. I'm not exactly built to fit in. At any rate, he's fallen so low, I doubt he'll ever get up. Sad, really.
That's enough.
I should go.
Try not to die. I would notice you were gone.
Right. Gull and Lantern. Let's... how should we do this? we should finish talking to people. It turns out the Gull and Lantern is in Redcliffe, so I can't just... I have to go there specifically. So let's finish talking to people and talk to the trainers, and then let's go to the Gull and Lantern, and then maybe that's where we'll end. We still have Vivienne to see. Does this door lead to Vivienne? No. Is there anybody we speak to this way? No, not yet. Spoilers. Right, let's work this out. Down. Oh, I haven't been down here yet. Have I? Crumbs. Look at this. I have not been here before.
First, a full wheel of Antivan smoked cheese, and now 3 royals worth of crushed mint. They were right here. I remember seeing someone take them. I can't recall their face.
I have not been here before. And I have been, like... I've played this game many times. This is exciting. Note from the Skyhold kitchens again. If I ever find out who put the turnips in the fireplace, I will personally feed them into the meat grinder. Head cook Donathian. Another note from the Skyhold kitchens. Once again, please keep the elf out of the kitchen and check the sugar daily to make sure it is still sugar and not salt. Head cook Donathian. Beneath this is written, try keeping this out, followed by an arrow pointing towards a crude drawing of a phallus. A note from the Skyhold kitchens. Request for supplies. Potatoes 500, flour 50 sacks, dried peas 100 sacks, salted meat as much as possible, willow switches 4 to break in the new kitchen hands. And another one. Yet another note from the kitchens. How many times do I have to say this? If it falls on the floor, it's still good to eat. Head cook Donatian. Wow. Look where I am now. I'm right by where I wanted. These are the people I need to speak to. 3 Eyes.
You're the Inquisitor, hmm? Honored. Don't ruin it.
Ruin it?
By pretending to something you're not. If you want things just so, what I have to teach will be lost on a fool. Your people asked for an artificer. My name is 3 Eyes. Let's get started.
You have my welcome.
Thank you for coming. Craftsmen are always welcome.
Enough of that. Treat it like a craft, you're dead. The artificer builds for battle. We survive through detail and efficiency in equal parts. What some forget is that artifice, not artistry, sets the better snare. Save the soul for a showpiece. You don't want to love your toys so much that you're picking rivets off the field. Makers need some distance, dignity.
Your name is 3 Eyes?
Why are you called 3 Eyes?
Every toy I place is another weakness gone. Another eye to watch the enemy. I can be everywhere on the battlefield, and so can you.
Makers?
You used the term makers. Why?
The Chantry won't teach you this, but it's obvious. The Maker is an artificer, the first. He crafted his traps, his children, set them loose to do his will, then turned away. Every battlefield is a world we shape. We decide the landscape, and when we're done, we turn away. Artificers are makers.
Okay, show me what's involved.
I'm ready to start learning.
You need tools. And to walk some simple paces. Here are instructions to follow. You're last, so far as I'm concerned. After this, you instruct the course of every fight. If you've the patience.
Okay, Let's speak to the other one. We need some quillback spines. Kim.
This is a fine fortress. It's very quiet. I wonder if you tire of quiet. I am keen, Inquisitor.
Keen.
I bring the Maelstrom, the Tempest. Are you interested?
I am eager to learn.
I am ready to give your tutelage my full attention.
Your full attention? Dangerous. They say you're in charge. I say, from where? From the thick of things? From the fore? That's how you create victory. You wade in, smash a glass, make a mess, and change the battle from within. You may think you now lead, but when you're the Tempest, you're someone to follow.
You use magic alchemy?
Is this a magical talent? Or a study in brewing elixirs?
No, Inquisitor. I will not assign a circle reading list or instruct the basics of brewing. Let your people do the preparation. I teach how to survive what we do.
Okay, start me on the path.
Very well, let's see where this leads.
Grand. But first, we set the conditions. This instruction, the first and least, will show the path your store will take. Small steps, Inquisitor. The last of the calm.
Cool. So, we can be a Tempest or an Artificer. Or...
I received a bird. It had a note. Now I am here.
Angle.
You're here to train me?
Ah, that is it. The Inquisitor wishes to become more than Inquisitor. Perhaps she wishes to walk in shadow, even as she is bathed in light. To save life through inflicting death. Childish notions. The profession of assassin has no time for it.
I respect the profession.
Your profession has my respect. I'm eager to learn.
Really? We shall see. Let me first say, she does not want to be an assassin. Any more than she would wish to be a sword or a cudgel. Such are the weapons of others. They lack intent. She must become her own assassin. There is a difference. Let me next say, death has nothing to do with it. Death is the payment, the byproduct. Our way is between life and death. It is a door through which she will send others.
What are the risks?
Is there a danger to this?
The trite answer is that there is a danger to everything, but also a use. There is no physical cost, no corruption, only action. She may come to see others as mere things. That can be off-putting.
Start me on the path.
I'm ready to start learning.
She is willing. Will it always be so? There are tasks, processes, ways to train the mind and body. They require simple motions. First steps. Then we shall see what she may become.
Okay. So, we have 3 options there. Right.
Finally, a place for... the horses. I forgot about the Ferelden horses.
No, you didn't. They're right there. We got the horses. Sometimes I forget the horses, but this time I did not forget the horses. What are you on about, Laura? Blackwall. Let's talk to Blackwall.
We need to head to Adamant Fortress as soon as possible. If there's a chance we can stop Corypheus from destroying the Wardens, we can't let it slip away.
What's in Adamant?
What do you think we'll uncover in Adamant?
Nothing good. Hearing the Warden's plan was bad enough. Now we'll see it firsthand. Best case, we find a nightmare. Worst, we'll find a nightmare, then die painfully.
Perfect.
I still can't believe what they're doing. I thought I understood the order.
Let's talk later.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
So, who haven't we spoken to? Cullen and Vivienne. And then, I think
He's in the Dales.
we should go to the Gallon Lantern with Dorian. And then maybe that's where we should stop, because next time we're going to do what Blackwall said and go to Adamant. Now we have enough power. Cullen. Let's speak to Cullen. Another cutscene. So many cutscenes. I'm glad we came back to Skyhold.
As leader of the Inquisition, you... There's something I must tell you.
This sounds ominous. No, let's go with this one.
Whatever it is, I'm willing to listen.
Right. Thank you. Lyrium grants Templars our abilities, but it controls us as well. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
You stopped?
When I joined the Inquisition. It's been months now.
But you could die.
Cullen, if this can kill you...
It hasn't yet. After what happened in Kirkwall, I couldn't. I will not be bound to the Order, or that life any longer. Whatever the suffering, I accept it. But I would not put the Inquisition at risk. I've asked Cassandra to... watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
I respect your decision. Are you okay? Maybe be for this.
Are you in pain?
I can endure it.
I respect your decision.
Thank you for telling me. I respect what you're doing.
Thank you, Inquisitor. The Inquisition's army must always take priority. Should anything happen, I will defer to Cassandra's judgment.
Right. Everything is happening. Let's go see Vivienne. Did you see that that guy just evaporated through the door? There were ghosts in Skyhold. Oh, we haven't spoken to Cole or Iron Bull. Let's speak to Vivienne since we're already going in that direction. And since last time I got distracted.
Any stories?
Oh, plenty. No one interesting.
I can never remember which way. There we go. Finally.
Intrigue begets begetting.
Let's speak to Vivienne.
Yes?
I want to help the Circle.
Is there anything I can do to help your efforts at restoring the Circle?
After the Circles fell, their libraries were plundered by scavengers. 1,000 years of recorded knowledge in the hands of bandits. It makes me sick to think of it. I've received news that some tomes have been located, if you are interested in righting this wrong.
Maybe we could do that.
I'll look into it for you.
If you can take care of this matter, the Circle would be in your debt.
Right, let's superhero jump off this ledge. And then let's go speak to Iron Bull and Sarah and... whoops. And walk off the edge
How do you know they won't attack you?
of the stairs.
That's why.
And Cole.
How's it going?
Tell me about Kunari.
I'd like to know more about the Kunari.
You writing a book?
They sound interesting.
What I've heard about them sounds fascinating.
What you've heard was mostly horse shit. All right. What do you want to know?
What does it mean?
The word Kunari, is that the race or the religion?
Both. Kind of. The humans and elves who follow the Qun are the Vidathari. The Kunari who break away from the Qun are Talvasha, deserters.
And those who predate the Qun?
What about Kunari who existed before the Qun?
The people we came from. They're called the Kasith, but we don't use that word for the race. We came south to Thedas because the Kasith were... I don't know. We had to leave. The stories aren't clear. But I don't expect they look much like us. Whatever they are.
Anything else we should say? How is it growing up?
What's it like growing up under the Qun?
The Tamasrans raise us in these units of kids all our own age. They're like teachers or chantry sisters. They also help figure out what jobs we should do. They had me pegged for military work early on. When they learned I could hit stuff and lie, They started training me for the Ben Hasrath.
You didn't choose?
So the Kyun decided what work you would do. You didn't get a choice.
I could have acted like I didn't like hitting things, I guess. But why would I do that? I was good at my work. I liked doing it. Far as I can tell, the Temathrans made the right call.
Anything else? How do they govern?
How do the Kunari rule themselves?
It's pretty simple. We've got the matriarchy, the priesthood, and the military. The priesthood figures out how Kunari should live in theory. The matriarchy makes it work in practice. And the military keeps the Kunari safe from outside threats.
Is there much dissent?
Does it actually work like that? Is there much infighting?
Not like you're thinking of. People disagree, yeah, but the priests are there to solve disagreements. Here in Orlais, politicking comes from people putting their own gain ahead of the gains of society. If you do that among the Kunari, the Ben Hasrath set you straight. Or kill you.
Okay, let's go.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Nice talking with you. Let's go speak to Sarah.
I'm running drills. They're drinking. And pay better.
You're certain?
I don't know. Is that what they want the...
Ooh, read. Way of the Tempest. Notes on the Tempest in practice. They expect folly in the Tempest and are fooled, for there is no madness in knowing the absolute limit of ability and charging to that edge. Wars may be a tactical affair, but the one-on-one meeting of combatants is decided by the one who first realizes they are in mortal peril and commits fully. Many reach that point. The Tempest starts there. By the time their foes have risen to match, it is too late. And another. They asked what type of shot they should encase the mixture in, expecting some trebuchet pot or a vessel fit to pour over a palisade. I bade them make it by the barrel and store it in my quarters with 1,000 glass vials. They were afraid, and I smiled. Another still. Forward, ever so. Where you were is dangerous. Where you go is dangerous. Different reasons, both to your advantage. Leap, then leap again. Looking is for witnesses, not the disaster. Also one more. I did not say I was unappreciative nor unimpressed. That you were a sight to behold is not in question. All I noted is that the Tempest is offensive not just in ability, but in what condition you leave the field. I should like 100 of you to deploy in the cities of my enemy, and not a one to stand as defence in my own home. A series of unstable brews follows.
This wouldn't have happened.
Welcome back.
Pride in the
Sarah's
job,
sort of
that's what's
walking.
So we're attacking wardens now. That's pissing great.
Why did you really join me?
So you like to have fun. The Inquisition seems an odd fit. Why are you really here?
What do you mean? To help people.
Seems like there's more to it.
It's starting to sound like you're looking for something more.
It is. Mostly. Okay, fine. There's talk and... I want to see.
See what?
I don't know. I've got all this chantry stuff in my head, and it makes sense, right? But it's fuzzy. I want to see if it's all really real. I just don't know if I want to really know. So I'm selfish. It's all for me. Count yourself lucky, I guess.
Okay, carry on.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
So I guess there'll be one of those books for the other two specialisms as well. Somewhere in Skyhold. Let's speak to Cole. Oh, read. Ah, speaking of, here's the second. Way of the Assassin. Of granting death blades and other means. Eyre's words make one passage stand out. You misunderstand the point of secrecy. Of course they knew that I was there. One of their number was dead. It is never the aim that they are ignorant of my purpose. To my purpose or presence, death is, after all, a message, and messages are meant to be received. It is paramount that the arrival remain secret, not the result. They know what may come, but never when, until the answer is now, and there is naught they can do but receive. A treatise on cutting edges and other debilitating elements follows. Loot. Cole.
He hates it all because of the darkness behind the door. Some doors should stay shut.
You've done odd things.
I've heard about some oddities here in the keep. Was that you?
Yes. Maybe. What was it?
You burned turnips?
Can I assume you're responsible for the turnips that have shown up in the fireplaces?
They don't smell the same raw.
Let's talk about something else.
All right.
Oh, we're going to be going round
The
in
servants are having
circles.
trouble remembering some odd events.
You left plums by the window?
Someone is leaving peeled plums on the windowsill. It's attracting flies.
Spiders need to eat.
And spider webs help healers.
And healers need something to treat infected wounds. Like spiderwebs.
The plums are already dead. But they don't mind helping.
You're hoarding daggers?
Someone found a barrel full of misplaced daggers. Was that you?
They were safer there.
And another one?
Let's talk about something else.
All right.
I hear you've been busy.
Cheese and mint.
Someone stole an entire cheese wheel.
Mice like cheese.
Do mice also like bowls of crushed mint?
That was for the cats.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
Right. Anything else? I think I've done everybody now. So maybe now would be the time to go to see with Dorian to the Gull and Lantern. And then we can stop, because then we can do Here Lies the Abyss. I think that might be a good place to end. There we go. This is where we want to go. The Gull and Lantern. There. That's where we can go. So we need Dorian. Who else should we take? I mean, we don't really need to... I'm assuming there's not going to be any combat. But let's go with... Bull. Who's Dorian like? Let's go with Varric. Gosh, this has ended up being another stream where it's been mostly character stuff, so... More time in Skyhold was spent than I was expecting. I was expecting us to have gone to somewhere new by now to get more power, but I guess we already got enough power, the power that we need, so I guess it's not so important that we have done that. So I'm kind of happy that we've ended up just in Skyhold, because there were so many cutscenes to do. Next time we can do Here Lies the Abyss, and it will be all excitement. Right, let's go to the Gull and Lantern. There's still...
Let's look around.
Yes, let's look around. It's up there somewhere. How do we get there? How do we get there?
It's destroyed, completely gone. The Mages and Templars are no longer fighting.
Looks like it's in there. Unless we can get round another way. Can we get
Perhaps
up
you're
there?
right, dear. Yes, you should go to them.
Doesn't look like we can.
I remember the first time the dead walked these lands, when a blood mage poisoned our Lehman. The ashes of Andrastia herself brought the Arl back from his enchanted slumber.
Right.
I hear most of the apostates are dead or hiding. We should be getting more refugees soon.
Let's go to the Gull and Lantern and help Dorian. Is it this way?
Maybe the rumours about the apostates attacking people were just rumours after all.
Gull and Lantern, yay, we found it finally.
Uh-oh, nobody's here. This doesn't bode well.
Dorian.
Father. So the whole story about the family retainer was just, what? A smokescreen?
Then you were told. I apologize for the deception, Inquisitor. I never intended for you to be involved.
Of course not. Magister Parvus couldn't come to Skyhold and be seen with the dread Inquisitor. What would people think? What is this exactly, Father? Ambush? Kidnapping? Warm family reunion?
This is how it has always been.
Maybe I should go.
I should leave you to work this out.
Oh, no, you don't. I want a witness. I want someone to hear the truth.
Dorian, there's no need to.
I prefer the company of men. My father disapproves.
That's what this is about.
So that's what all of this is about? Who you sleep with?
That's not all it's about.
Dorian, please. If you'll only listen to me.
Why? So you can spout more convenient lies? He taught me to hate blood magic. The resort of the weak mind. Those are his words. But what was the first thing you did when your precious heir refused to play pretend for the rest of his life? You tried to change me.
I only wanted what was best for you.
You wanted the best for you. Your fucking legacy. Anything for that.
Don't leave it like this.
Don't leave it like this, Dorian. You'll never forgive yourself.
Tell me why you came.
If I knew, I would drive you to the Inquisition.
You didn't. I joined the Inquisition because it's the right thing to do. Once, I had a father who would have known that.
Once, I had a son who trusted me. A trust I betrayed. I only wanted to talk to him, to hear his voice again, to ask him to forgive me.
Okay. Looks like we're done there. Now where are we going to be? So I guess let's speak to Dorian again and then we'll finish for the day. And get ready for all of the excitement next time.
He says we're alike. Too much pride. Once I would have been overjoyed to hear him say that. Now I'm not certain. I don't know if I can forgive him.
Are you okay?
Are you all right?
No, not really.
Approval?
Thank you for bringing me out there. It wasn't what I expected, but it's something. Maker knows what you must think of me now, after that whole display.
You're brave. Let's go with that one.
I think you're very brave.
Brave?
It's not easy to abandon tradition and walk your own path.
At any rate, time to
Greatly
drink myself into a
approved.
stupor. It's been that sort of day. Join me sometime, if you've a mind.
Yay! That was good. That went well. So, next thing to do is all of these things. So here lies the abyss is what we're going to do next, I think. The Grey Wardens are using blood magic and sacrifices to summon an army of demons. The ritual puts both the demon and blood mage leashed to it under Corypheus' control. Unless the Wardens are stopped, Corypheus will have an army of demons in his power. Speak with the advisors at the war table in Skyhold. So I think that's the next thing we're going to do. So let's mark it. And then I think we should save here. We've got 34 power, so we've got plenty of power to do it. And hopefully during that we can get up to 30 power. And then we can do the next bit with Empress Celine. Yay! So that was a really good stream. We didn't, I was going to say we got a lot done, but we mainly like wandered around the Western Approach and then just talked to people. But we had tons of cutscenes and tons of character stuff happening, so I feel like it was a fun, it was a fun stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching and for joining me in the chat. It was really good. I hope you have a fantastic week. I'm only doing 2 streams this week, unfortunately, so my next one will be on Saturday. So Saturday is when I will be moving on to that quest. Saturday at 1 PM until about 4 PM, I believe, BST. So that's when I'll next be streaming. I hope you have a fantastic week. Until then, whatever you are up to. And yes, I hope you have a great Monday. Great. Take care then. Thank you. Bye.